Starting to see this place as our base of operations. Welcome back to The Legend of Zelda! Last time, we finished the second dungeon and taken down Dodongo! With only some failure getting in the way of getting the Triforce. This time, we've got some shopping to do. In between the last episode and now, I actually went back to the gambling minigame and procured us the maximum money we can get. The max amount of rupees you can carry at any time is 255. This probably has something to do with coding, I just don't know exactly what. I want to say it has something to do with, like, just memory limitations in the NES. Because I think maximum bits is like 256. I'm gonna have to look back at my coding notes. We could buy something there, but that's not actually what we want to do. Over here, we've got some statues. Touching one actually reveals another store. And boy, this stuff is really expensive. We're gonna buy ourselves this blue ring. We now have a different tunic because of that blue ring. This tunic actually halves the damage we take by 2. So now we won't be taking as much damage anymore from enemies. That doesn't mean that we're still in the clear, though. It's just that we now have more defense. There's one more thing I want to grab before we go on to today's dungeon, though. It's not up here, but there are fairy fountains strewn across Hyrule that we can actually, like, use to heal ourselves up. And they are limitless. Oddly enough, there's another fairy fountain there. And in such close proximity, it's kind of hard to believe that. There is a secret on one of these screens that I think is just kind of worth it considering where we're at. I'm surprised that actually worked. It's a secret to everybody. And it's a secret 100 rupees. That's why I decided to just get the blue ring out of the way now, because we were going to come down here anyway and actually grab this rupee, because we need it for something else. If you don't want to, like, gamble away, there's definitely a few areas where there's like 100 rupees. And I'm actually going to show one of those places off maybe at some point in the future. I've already alluded to it, but I think I'm going to have to show it off anyway. See, because now we took a hit from Nocturok and we didn't actually lose a heart. Or at least we didn't lose one immediately. This lady. Remember when that old man said to show this to an old lady? It was this old lady. We can now buy potions. If I'm being perfectly honest, this is probably one of the first things you should be focusing on when starting out your adventure. I want to get straight into the action, so I end up omitting it. But we have potions now, which means we'll be at least 10% less likely to die immediately. Which is always a good news. Try to get rid of some view, just to see if we can get hertz back. Nope. I'm really gonna have to add, like, a flashing light warning to every single one of these episodes because of, just how the clock power-up works. That's besides the point. We made it to level 3. I'll go into detail what level 3 is later, but for now, let's just focus on actually seeing what these rooms have in store for us. Our first room contains a key right off the bat, and contains a new enemy. These things aren't actually choo-choos, these things are called Zolds. They look like choo-choos, so I don't blame you if you end up calling them choo-choos. This dungeon, I've always saw it as the shape of a Z. You guys can see it too, right? Not just me. They didn't introduce one enemy, they introduced 2 new enemies. These things are dark nuts. I hate these things with a bloody passion. They are completely impervious to all forms of damage in front of them. You can only hit them from the sides and the backs, but they almost always conveniently place themselves to the front of you. And they deal a lot of damage. They can be hurt by bombs, though, but you're going to be using a lot of bombs to get rid of them. And honestly, I'm thinking I may just have to use bombs anyway, because of just how hard it is to take them down. See, because that one already went down, and then this one only needs one more hit. 2 hits. Surprised that took more hits than that. Oh, what does this room have? Is it more dark nuts? Nope, just the compass and some keys. We don't actually need to kill the keys, though. We just need to use a key on this one. More dark nuts, and I wasted a bomb. Beautiful. I wasted 2 bombs. Fantastic. Wait, one more of you bastards. Get back here. Stop it. Stop hurting me. Thank you. I really hate these things so much. They're so annoying to deal with. Which is why they're, like, the most common enemy in the dungeon. Like, I know they said they're not gonna make it easy, but, like, come off it. I do find with some level design, it does seem like some enemies are just designed to deal unnecessarily massive damage to you. But they are skirting something important, though. We got the raft. Hooray? Like, we get a raft, but what are we honestly going to use a raft for? Like, that feels like the gear enemy, or, gear enemy? The gear item from Twilight Princess, where you use it maybe once or twice, like, use it for the dungeon, and then for 1 heart container, and then never again. Like, most, items in this game actually have more than 1 use, but the raft is, like, the most useless one. At least personally. Oh, you guys respawn, but I don't need to kill you, so we're just gonna leave you guys there. We're gonna get rid of these Zols, though. Huh! The thing doesn't actually grab the key. I never realized that. What's over here? Oh! Over here's the map! And that's their key. This dungeon is the Manji! It is not the symbol you are thinking of. If you're thinking that symbol, no. It's just that that symbol was bastardized. The symbol has appeared throughout, like, a good chunk of the world, all throughout human history. It has its own meanings in Japan. Let's get rid of you. And we're already at the room before the boss. We didn't even need to go to the top quadrant. With our upgrade boomerang, I didn't say this, but now it actually goes the full length of the screen. It's something I neglected for some reason. Got that. It's a rupee. And now for the boss! Manhandla! Good boss fight! It's such an easy boss! Its heads are meant to be the actual weak points, but, as you see, it just went down, like, immediately. You can take it down with just 1 bomb, and it's probably the easiest boss in the game. But anyway, that's it for today's episode, so next time on The Legend of Zelda, we move forward with the raft, see what items we can get, and move on to Dungeon 4. See you guys then!